Now, I don't know if you were aware of this, but fast food is one of the greatest things that God has ever blessed us with. It's convenient, it's hygienic, it's the food is fantastic. It's overall one of the best things I've ever experienced. Just kidding. It's actually completely horrendous, and I'm going to give you some reasons as to why. So you walk into your local McDonald's store, you'll find that no one's actually ordering at the desk. It's all about the little touch screens where you can walk up and go, I'll have a Big Mac and a frozen Coke, scan your card, and then you're all good. Which I think is very interesting, because the only kind of human interaction you actually need is when they call out your number, and you can waltz on over to the desk, counter. That's probably a better word. So you can waltz on over to the counter and get your food. So once you've ordered your food, you think, surely, it's called fast food for a reason. It can't take very long for this actually to be ready, for this food to be sitting right in front of me on a little desk where I can eat it, and we can all live happily ever after. Wrong. You're wrong, and you're an idiot for believing otherwise. You're most likely going to end up waiting there for about 20 minutes just for, like, one burger. God forbid you go to KFC, especially the one in my local area. You go to KFC, you're going to be waiting like an hour for a Zinger box, which is, I think, just completely terrible. Whatever happened to the idea of fast food being, fast? I just think that's a little bit ridiculous that the service is so terrible, considering that everything there is done by 15-year-olds. I mean, what can you trust a 15-year-old with? They can't even provide you good entertainment, let alone serve your food without probably spitting in it. I hope no one who works at, like, a McDonald's is going to see this, and then when they see my dumbass waltz in, they're going to go... Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'm wearing sunglasses, so, they'll never know that it's me. Third of all, I think this goes without saying, the bathrooms. The bathrooms at a fast food joint are so terrible. They're horrible. They're the worst things on the planet. You go in those things, you're gonna get an STD. I think that's fair enough. I think that's just the world that we live in. You go into a McDonald's bathroom, you get herpes or AIDS or chlamydia. But I think that's just the kind of society that we live in. If you're gonna have the bravery to, not even just in fast food, in any kind of public bathroom, really, if you have the nerves to waltz in there thinking that you're the shit and that you can't be affected, the second your ass comes into contact with that seat, you've got every disease known to mankind, okay? It's quite disgusting to think about, I know, but unfortunately, that's just the case. That's the world we live in. Maybe that's where AIDS came from. Say it's this, say it's that. No, it's the McDonald's toilet seats. That's what it is. Don't sit on them. Anyway, as I was saying, they're disgusting, pretty much, and they shouldn't be trusted by anyone. God forbid you go through the old Uber Eats way and you decide you want to get your food delivered. Then you're going to be waiting even longer for it to be made, because turns out they prioritize people in the shop. So let's say that you walk into a McDonald's. I know I'm saying McDonald's all the time, but that's the biggest one. That's the easiest example. You walk into Macca's, right? And you order yourself, I don't know, a Big Mac and a frozen Coke, like I said earlier. You'll be waiting there for a bit, nothing too crazy. I feel like I was exaggerating a little bit last time. It's not horrible. It depends what day it is, whether or not it's busy. You deliver that shit. It's going to be made in about half an hour and then delivered in another half an hour. Is your time really worth it? You may as well just drive to the shop, honestly. If you're going to just wait that long for a friggin' burger and a frozen Coke, you may as well just get in the car and go. You may as well walk there. It doesn't matter how far away it is. You're gonna get your food home before the delivery driver is if you walk. This is how bad the service is. Although it's not all bad. Like some places, like Subway's pretty good. They don't really have bathrooms, at least not in any Subway I've been in, and because I suppose the good thing about Subway is you're right there, so you can watch them do it, so it doesn't take that long, as long as there's not a considerable line. Which brings me to my next point. The queues. Even in a McDonald's, when they've got the screens, there's still going to be queues, because everyone's going for them. And while everyone's crowded around that because they want to avoid any kind of social interaction at all, the poor cashier's standing over at the counter, wondering if anyone's ever going to give them any sort of attention at all. It is a sad life as a McDonald's worker in your teens, considering the fact you're very young, overworked, paid way less than you deserve for the effort you put into your job. I just mostly feel bad for the people who work drive-through and have to do their final order on the Samoan family after they've come in. You're going to be there for a while, and as much as I love my Islander boys, they love a feed. I mean, what am I complaining? I'm the skinniest guy on the internet, and I love a good feed myself, so, you know, I challenge all of you. Who can order the most at McDonald's? I think that about covers everything. I think I'm done complaining to a camera, wearing sunglasses for absolutely no reason other than the fact that I think it's slightly funny. So, if you don't mind, smash that subscribe button, like that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I will see you later.